Now, what we need to do is check for the colors, if the colors are the same or not. So how do we check for the colors? Well, the easiest way to check for the colors is to add a variable that stores the actual color right now. And one way to do that is to add this on the trigger script itself. So I'm going to click on the trigger script and add the color right here. So right inside of it, public color, and call it color. Okay. All right. And then I want to also assign a color at the beginning. So what I would do is add the start, void start. And in the start, I'm going to assign the color. I will do game object. So that's this game object dot get component. And the component is the 2D renderer. Now make sure that you have a sprite renderer inside of your rectangle as well. Okay, so sprite renderer dot color is equal to color. All right, that's it. Now I can save that. And now the beauty of this is that I can come and change the color from the script. You guys see that the color here? I can come here and change that to a different color. I can go and pick this red color. And now if I do that, check this out. It's already red, so you're not going to see much, but I can go and pick a blue color. Okay. And now if I press play, this will change to blue. Check this out. Actually, we don't see it. You know why? Because it has 0 alpha again. So put an alpha to be 255. Good. Now if I press, I'm going to change it to a lighter blue. Now if I press play, check this out. As you can see, the color changed to blue now. All right. Good. However, the color that we want to use are the colors that are inside of the manager. Okay, so we can only use these colors. So that's what I want to have. And to be able to do that, I just need to say which index I want to use instead of using the color. So I'm going to change the public color here to the index. And I'm going to create a new index that stores the colors that we have. So I'm just going to remove this and just put an index. And the index will be an enum. Now, how do I create the enum? First of all, to do so, let me remove this. Just comment this out for now. And I'm going to the manager reference and create an enumeration of colors. So public enum and call it color used. Okay. And inside of this, the color used, we need to say what colors we have. So the first color used would be, let's go and check it out. It's red, yellow, green, blue, and purple. So here I'm going to put red, then yellow, then green, then blue, then purple. Now I simplified it, but you can add more colors if you want later on. Okay, so I have them, yep, in the right order. That's good. And make sure you save that and they have no errors. And the best way to check is to go back to Unity and see if you have any errors by clicking on the console. So far, so good, no errors. And now I can assign this to the trigger script and say public color used and call it color. Okay, and then now what we can do is do a switch on this. So right here at the beginning, let's get the color. Yes, so color index. Let me call it color used index. Okay, good. Now I'm going to save this and assign a color inside of Unity by clicking on the red rectangle. And now in the color index, I will choose a color. So I can go with green now. Excellent. All right. Now going back to MonoDevelop, what I want to do is switch on that color. And I need to do switch color index. Actually, we don't need, because the color index, we can get its value by just doing color index dot, and here you can do it. It's already an int, as you can see. Okay, so we can just leave it the way it is, and check this out. Since it's using the same one, we can get the reference from the manager reference. So manager references refs is equal to game object dot find, and we're going to find the manager object dot get the component that the manager references. So far, so good. We've already done that earlier. Open and close the parentheses and put a semicolon at the end. Now that we have the refs, if refs is different than null, we always like to check just in case, but it should never be null anyway. And what we do is we assign the new color. So let's get the color. Color, new color is equal to, and here we're going to use refs dot color, the colors, the object, and the index is the color index. All right, good. Now we can close that and we can save that. And we need to assign it to the renderer. So I'm going to cut this and paste it inside of this. All right, and here it will be new color. Okay, all right, everything should be fine. My only concern is that in the player script, we have, in the manager references, the enum color used might sometimes be used as a string. So we want to double check. It should be an int, but let's double check. Okay, I can save this. And now, if I go back to Unity and press play, as you can see, it cannot implicitly convert color used to int. So we have to cast it. I can just probably add an int in front of it. That should be okay. If not, I'll have to switch. Okay. Let's see now. Clear here. All right, and now I'm going to press play, and the color should go to green, and yep, it did it. All right, perfect. Now, if I click back on the rectangle and I change the color, let's say to purple, guess what? If I press play, the color is purple. Okay, excellent. So now that's an easy way to switch that. And the reason why I created that as a script is that this script will work for not just bars, but for all types of objects. It could work for a circle, it can work for a rectangle, any shapes you like, it will work. Okay, excellent.